Being here in Jamaica has brought so much to the surface for me emotionally. Things that I didn't even realize were still living inside of me, deeply buried fears and beliefs that I thought I had already healed from. One of the biggest ones I'm beginning to recognize is success trauma. And that's the fear of things actually working out. Sometimes when you spend a lifetime navigating struggle and disappointment or simply just surviving, your nervous system can become more comfortable with the fight than it is with the peace. And now things are clearing, they're shifting, and my life is moving in a positive direction. I'm building something that feels very aligned with who I already am and always was. But strangely enough, that brings up its own fears. I ask myself questions like, can I receive this? Can I trust this? Can I allow things to be good without waiting for something to go wrong? Can I step fully into the life I've been asking for and stop bracing for impact when there is no impact coming? And I realize now that I can't just heal from what hurt me. I also have to heal from the fear of what might happen when everything starts to go right. Sometimes good can feel unfamiliar when you've been conditioned by chaos, and unfamiliar can feel unsafe, even when it's exactly what you prayed for. Jamaica has been a mirror for me in so many ways. I believe that's part of why I've been brought here. Not just to change my surroundings, but to meet the parts of myself that were still waiting to be acknowledged and finally released. So as this next chapter opens, I'm choosing to confront this gently, but honestly and loudly. I'm choosing to expand my capacity to receive, to be visible, to prosper, to be supported, to succeed and live fully, and to stay present in the good without sabotaging it. Because I did not come this far to shrink when doors finally open. And I did not come this far to turn away from the very life that I've been building. Because I'm not here to play about my destiny. I'm here to walk boldly into it. And what you're going to hear next is a conversation that preceded this when my friend Mia was here. And Mia has a way of bringing things out of me. She really should be a journalist or an interviewer because she's really good at pulling things out. And it just helped me come to the realization that I really am in the process of battling success trauma because of things that happened to me, at a very young age. Even at 55, I'm dealing with this, and I know I'm not alone in this. I'm sure others, and maybe yourself, have or are experiencing success trauma and self-sabotage. But I'm not about that life anymore. I'm here to walk in my purpose. I'm here to walk in my destiny. I have a calling, as we all do. And that's what I'm here to focus on. All right. Love, health, and wealth. Enjoy the next part. Sometimes as adults we have blockages. We get scared of being successful because of things that have happened to us in the past. And I feel like I'm going through a little bit of that and have been going through a little bit of that for years. Like I would get really good at something and then I would just stop because I was afraid of it being taken away. But now, I know that I'm the one that has the power to navigate my own existence. But there still is this blockage. Like when I was a child, I got really good at tennis, like super good. I went from not knowing how to play tennis to being on varsity in a week.
Wow. When you were a freshman?
When I was a freshman. And I got really good at tennis. And instead of being supported going through tennis, I was forced to quit tennis, because my parents were very religious and they didn't believe in doing extracurricular activities, holidays, any any of that kind of thing. And then when I got really good at playing piano and was at recitals and getting standing ovations and learning how to play piano, like I came home one day and my piano was in the garbage, you know, in the alley.
Wow.
You know, so everything that I became good at, my caretakers, well, non-caretakers, were doing everything they could to diminish my light. So now, even as an adult, at 55, when I, you know, start building momentum in something, subconsciously, I sabotage myself. You know, like I won't be as consistent, or I won't do what I know needs to be done to complete the tasks, and then it just kind of fades off and fades away. And I really do constantly battle that within myself. And it's something that I definitely need to get a hold on, because I know who I am as a woman, and I know the gifts that I possess, and I know the things and the information and knowledge I have to share, and the inspiration that I give other people because they tell me. And I got to move out of my own way. I think we always are evolving, even as adults, and we're always in some type of tug of war with ourselves, perhaps. But it's important to identify it, because if we don't identify it, well, it overtakes us. And then if it overtakes us, what will become of us? You know? So I'm in the process of growing and cussing myself out on a daily basis. But like, girl, get up, you got shit to do. You know, and I'm not trying to make light of it, but I have to. Like that saying, you got to keep yourself laughing from crying. That, I get it. Like, I totally get it. So, thank goodness I have friends like you. And, you know, like, I don't have a lot of super close friends. So, yeah, this is very
special for me too.